But if I'm going to say the T-Wolves could be a top 3 seed in the West, do you think it's appropriate to say the Cavs could be in the East as well, a top 4 or top 3? Because I know that's been a big debate amongst people.
The Cavs can be. Well, sure, I'm a little biased, but the problem with that is though, the East is
stacked.
Oh my God, the East is a monster. We have never seen such an overpowering East ever. Not like this. So much so where the East is significantly better than the West. And that's the first time we can confidently just say that. Last year, it was still kind of up in the grab. So even though I was saying the East was better than the West, but this season in particular, upcoming, it's no doubt in my mind. Like, if the Cavs get third, fourth seed in the East this season, they earned it. Because they have to play against literally every single team is a team that you can legitimately look at and say, yeah, they're a competitor for at least playing. Like, you got Miami, you got Boston, you got Milwaukee, you got the Sixers, got the Raptors, can't sleep on them, got the Bulls if they're healthy.
Cavaliers,
got Brooklyn still.
Brooklyn. And then don't sleep on Detroit. Like, Detroit have actually built a really solid team.
And, well, I don't know how, even though the Washington Wizards, we always, but the Wizards, if they play how they move, how they got the players, they got the players to make some type of noise out there in the East.
The Knicks also brought in Brunson. Decent dude. I'm not saying they're going to be anything higher than a plane, but they still took a dude from the West. That's another dude gone from the West.
I'm looking at this. The only team I'm looking at and saying, all right, I'm not sure if they're competitive is probably the Magic.
Orlando. Yeah.
Yeah. Because even the Pacers, the Pacers has historically, they may not have had complete star power, but they've always managed to get that one player that's keeping them maybe 2-3 games under 500. And if they are strongly under 500, they've had good games. All of them has been kind of all right. If they have one more healthy season, I can see this. But like you said, the only team that just looks piss poor is the Magic. Everybody else in the Eastern Conference is strong.
And you can name at least 4 teams in the West that kind of look they're the second worst team in the East, could probably be better than the 5 worst teams in the West. That's the reality of things. Detroit could still somehow be the second worst team in the East this year and could literally make the play-in straight up in the West. It's crazy. But with the Cavaliers, in my opinion, the Cavaliers have edged themselves over the Bulls. They've edged themselves over the Raptors. I think there's about 4 or 5 teams still better than what the Cavaliers maybe are. But the thing is, though, if injuries happen, this and that, you got the off-court stuff, like what's going on with the Nets, this and that. Cavaliers could move up to that 3 or 4 seed. It's not impossible. Literally anything can really happen now. But then we got to say as well, the Cavaliers, we're noted to have a major ton of injuries. We always are in that top 10, top 5 injury list nearly every year. It's we just can't get dudes on the court to stay healthy. I don't know what it is, but last season we struggled majorly with injuries.
Yeah.
So,
and this is why the season is going to be important. We got the assets, we got the depth.
Yep.
So this is going to be strongly on our development, strongly on JB Bickerstaff. We really can't blame Kobe Altman if it does go bad, because Kobe Altman has been working his man. I can't blame him. Kobe Altman been working his hand. Yes, we still need a small forward, but when you look at this roster, like you said, this is probably the second most complete roster, in my opinion, outside of probably the Clippers.
That's not a bad call.
Top to bottom,
it's very good.